Hey folks, Dirtnap's dad here, coming at you today as Sylvanus. So, sorry, didn't leave myself much lead-in time there, but playing with the full Team Dirtnap here. So we got a Cullen, we got a Bastet, we got Jonqui, and Hachiman. Leaving the base without a relic. I gotta do the backwards walk of shame. I was just trying to get out there quick so I could get some wards placed, and forgot that I wanted to buy a relic too. You know, kind of important stuff. So I seen Whammy, fellow Whammy Willow, do this the other day in his stream, and it just kind of hit me like, wow, that was a really good idea. I think I'm gonna start doing that. So thanks a lot, Willow, for leading the way for this little tidbit of information. So you do got to be a little careful doing this, because you know if the enemy team is doing the same thing, you're going to cross paths in the jungle. But is come over and just ward up that red, and then come back in here and ward up the path over to purple, and then go ahead and port back to base, refresh up that chalice, and get back out to lane. Because, well, you got time. Imagine if I would have bought my relic right away, I'd be, you know, another few seconds out ahead of myself here. But as it is, I'm ahead of the minions still. That's all I need to be. So, you got plenty of time here in the beginning of Season 5 Conquest. I don't know if I like all that. Like, it's like, okay, I'm kind of ready for the game to get going, but having the time to do that is kind of nice. So, Dan and I have been working on our Sylvanus and, well, whatever carry he's flavoring of the day, which happens to be Hachiman today. But we've been working on it a little bit, and I've decided that, you know, first I tried the Guardian's Blessing right off the bat with him, and then we're like, you know what? Why don't you just try kind of like your solo lane build? Go that Hunter's Blessing right away, and let's see what we can do. And this is exactly what we do. We start putting some pressure on pretty early, and it's just like, okay, you know, just kind of take our time and be careful with it, but let's just press up a little bit here, and you know, instead of taking our buffs, let's take our buffs, which are on the purple side of the map here. That's how we like to see it. Anyway, you know, I know at one point here, even I asked him in about the stacks at one point. I'm like, hey, did you get your starter item stacked? And you know, or anything. Am I causing problems with that? And there was no, you know, it was not the case. There, we get some nice hits here early in on the Jingwei, and look at that low health for her down there. And I'm just like, you know, I'm about to hit level 2. I'm not worried about my health being down a little bit. I'm about to heal it all up. See, there we go. All right, so at this point we're like, okay, start fading that way. Go, go, go. We got the minions pushed up. Let's go get our purple. Well, you know, Ganesh is looking for it, but it's like, oh, too little, too late. And he's kind of like, dang, no, he's just got a minion following him. That's all. We'll take the Jingwei ride out of there, though. She gets a nice little whirlwind in there in a good spot. But oh, unfortunately, Beagle Girl goes down as first blood as the jungler found the jungler and took care of her. So she's fast. That's a little new for her. So you know, we didn't mind you know, her playing a new god here, because, well, it's Smite. You got to do some things, and there we get the Jingwei rooted. That's going to give Dan the dash in and the basics to finish her off. And poor Ganesh now is left all by his little lonesome out here. All right, so Dan and I are both level 3. And then we have Ganesh and Jingwei both at level 2. And ooh, hey, we got a spider, Dan. We got a spider here. Ooh, I overthrew my root. But hey, you know, it's okay. For some reason, she peeled off me. She probably could have killed me there. I'm like, there was 3 of them there, Dan. Why am I still alive? I'm like, that was a missed opportunity. I'm like, I'm not sure exactly how I didn't die there. She had me dead to rights, and I don't know, all she had to do is attack me. And, you know, it wasn't like she needed abilities. She had already used them. I get that. I don't know. Ganesh and Jingwei over there. You had me outnumbered. You had me in a bad spot. You had me in a spot where I just wanted to run. Yeah, okay. I'm still alive. Creeping that health back up. Oh, Jingwei gets me there with the whirlwind. I go back for the root, falling up short. But that's the nice thing about Sylvanus. Fall up short with that, it just becomes mana regen. And or, you know, they take it out and then they get their protections reduced. I'm like, ooh, just come on out a little bit. Come on out a little bit, Jing. Come here, honey. Like both of you, come out a little bit, because I'd like to root y'all and let my Hachiman finish you off. And I think it was right in here somewhere. I'm like, all right, I'm almost already stacked on mine, which is good. I'm like, oh, just not quite going to get him, but we do get the root on Jing, but it's just not quite enough. But hey, you know what? It's time to go get our buff. So we'll go ahead and do that instead. So look, that's a really important thing when it comes to Conquest is kills are great. Diving that tower there for it was not the right thing to do though. Okay? Like the right thing to do there is they're not getting farmed because they're pushed under tower and losing minions to tower, while we are gaining minions by taking their buff, which is also depleting their farm pool. So, you know, it's kind of a math game early on. You just gotta play that out a little bit, you know, and be smart, you know, just pushing them off and back to where they have to, you know, get back under base. And oh no, Dan's in trouble. Not much I can do there outside of doing the ult, but he's going to go ahead and ult his way out, and that is going to allow us to go ahead and just, I'm like, he stopped. I'm like, he really, okay. They pulled off again the Arachne being skittish. Like, there's kills there for her, but she's just not quite going after him so much. So it did go the Traveler's Shoes here. That speed is just hard to not take with Sylvanus, and it helps him so much. The burst out of fountain here is great. You know, just the higher movement rate itself is great because, you know, at some point here soon I'm going to start to need to rotate, and this is a big map. Being able to get across it helps. So just get back up in here. Let's get some minions killed. You know, finish up my stacks here on my item, which is another nice thing. You know, I'm out here. Had I had the Guardians, you know, blessing, I'd be here like, oh, not doing any damage to these guys whatsoever. And Dan would have had to come out and finish killing them for me. But with the Hunter's Blessing, they're done. I'm getting my stacks. Throwing my roots out there, getting that Jing Wei up in it, you know, trying to get those minions all grouped up nice and tight, because when they're grouped up nice and tight, not only does that help me, that also helps Hachiman, because his 2 there is a little small and kind of hard to hit both front and back lines of the minion chains when they're spread out in their normal formation there. As we're looking at hurting the Ganesh up here a little bit, and yep, they're falling back once more again here. They're just kind of caving to the pressure that we're able to put on here in this early game. Oh, I went for the root, didn't quite find it, did I? Not quite, but there we're going to go ahead and just go in and throw out the wisp and see what we can do with that. And oh, I wished I had hit that ult now too, as low as they are. And Dan getting a little bit of the blinders on there, but knows enough to just not stay under tower. Just take the shot. Wasn't quite enough to finish off Jing Wei with the ult, as close as it was. And she gets away, but again is back missing farm now, and well, we're gonna go get our buff again. So hey, you know, just gotta keep working that here. Fortunately, we didn't establish control on the red buff here, as I really thought he was going to fade a little bit more to his right there. Just really thought we did. I missed the root. Can't quite get him in range of the wisp either. So let's just fall back, save the ability, and kill off some minions. So I know Jing Wei was around. I seen her on the interior there, but I don't know where she went. Oh, there she is. I was going to say, I know she was around. We got an enemy missing middle call here. Going to go ahead and throw the ult out at this point because they're both kind of beat up. Oh, you know, Jingwei hit that ult. Oh, and Ganesh didn't hit me with that ult, that's for sure. Can we? Oh, gee, come on. Just, I'm always $8 short in that one. I need like 2 more feet added onto that arm. Then takes the Hachiman ult attempt at those 2 low healths. I get the heal in there, both with meditation and my wisp on him, just to try to keep him alive on that. Maybe we can pick up the kill, but again, we can't quite pick it up and have to fall back a little bit. But, oh, hey, we got a spider here. And, well, that is finally going to be enough to take Dan down. I couldn't quite, tried to get the grab on her there to maybe just pull her off for a second, give him an opportunity to maybe dash out or something, but it just wasn't there, unfortunately. Got to get my wards back up here. And, you know, wards are important. You know, seeing her coming from the backside before she gets there, you know, we would have been able to pull back. He would have had some more options and so forth there. Oh, sorry, Jing. I can grab you there with the root. Don't do a lot of damage yet at this point. You know, this is where my damage starts to fall off a little bit. You know, especially because I went the supporty boots at this point. So my early damage is, you know, been mitigated off a little bit here by levels in the game now. And I went more supporty with the wisp rather than the root there for abilities. But we're going to go ahead and just get that out. Get the wisp out on the Ganesh. Want to make sure that as this fight ensues that he does not get to start it at full health there. Yeah, got to get that poke in, right? It's all about that poke. Oh, our buff's up. Can we pull it off in here one more time yet? I'm looking for the root there. Nope, not quite. And I'm like, you know, it'd be nice if we just didn't have to fight under their tower the whole time. And this is where I decided, yeah, I needed to back. I couldn't put a ward out. Like, yeah, we're pressed up to their tower. I got no wards. I need to go back to refresh it because I'm not fighting at their tower without having my back door there guarded. I mean, seriously, do you want people penetrating your back door when you're not aware of it? No. And we got the traveler's boots, so you know we can get back in, get our quick buy there on the helmet, and I got a little itty bitty tiny spider coming down. Trying to steal the shell. I don't know. I don't think he's going to be in frame, and I don't think see him if he did come in frame. It's just a sign that Arachne might be near. All right. Anyway, what's going on here? Yes, getting those wards out because wards win games. So. Had some friendly chat on a Facebook group here this week about wards, and someone had made a comment that, you know, they're glad that they always play with their teammates, you know, and don't have to ward. And I'm like, dude, if you're not warding, you know, you're still missing out on opportunities, even if your team's great at calling out where everybody's missing from and which direction they're going and who that's going to impact, right? Even if you got all that, you know what? Having that ward and seeing someone coming around the corner, allowing me to, Kobe, drop that root in there and, you know, and set off a nasty combo on them that they didn't know was coming, but I knew they were coming around the corner, so I could preemptively strike. There you go. You're missing out on that opportunity, you know, and you know, just as much as good as teammates can be calling out, you know. If they miss one, or they're just a few seconds late, you know, it can be one of those things, you know, matter of life and death. Just seeing the team rotating through, like, okay, I know I can get out of dodge here now and fall back, and that their rotation is now wasted, and my teammates that, you know, can go ahead and put pressure on their lanes where they're missing from now, because I'm not dying. They don't have to come over and help me. They can just continue to push for, you know, their own pressure. All right. Kind of getting hurt here. I'm like, damn, are you just gonna soak them up there? You gonna pin cushion that? Like, come on now, it's time to back off. You need to go. Like, seriously, go like back or something. I'm okay. I can last a little bit. You back, then I'll back. We'll be all good to go. All right. So what are we looking at here? Oh, yep, gotta get them wards out here again because that Arachne has been sneaking through. Get these guys all grupped up here. Get those wisp out. And I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm not going to overly dance here with Jingwei. I can defend my tower, and I can defend it well enough that she's not going to get any good poke on it. And if I'm patient, I might get somewhere out here. But, oh, there comes Ganesh, so we'll go ahead and just root him in place there with the minions, fall back, and heal myself up a little bit more. As Dan's inside taking the purple buff down, and this is something that, you know, I didn't expect. He was, as he said, he was kind of in the zone trying. I'm like, oh, Dan, oh, Arachne, and another ult, and okay, wasn't expecting that coming around the corner. It was literally a surprise to me to see Dan come flying around at no health, and I'm like, oh, no health and an Arachne ult. That's why. Oh, Ganesh ult. Oh, hello everybody. Alright, so just wanted to take a gander at some of the damage that happened there to see what's going on. And then it looks like we're going to go Sovereignty here next. And, yeah, gotta share the love protection-wise, which is kind of what I was going for here with this build early on. I love the Lotus Crown because it gives you that extra little boost of power, gives you the physical protections, and with my heals, kicks out, both protections, which just enhances the healing or the protections already on my heal. So I'm, again, really kind of going for that, supporty bit here with the heals. And, just grab my farm on the way out because I felt like I was falling behind a little bit. And, you just got to make sure, you take that opportunity to farm when you can. And here we're starting to feel like, we want to dance around the gold minion a little bit, and get some fight. It's about that group fight time, we're starting to feel that, you can see there we kind of started to congeal together for a little bit. But here I knew Jingwei was coming out because of my ward. I get the root, missed the grab because, well, I'm good for that, but, could have had a pretty sweet combo there if I would have hit that. Let's get the heal out there, although he doesn't look like Dan was taking much damage. We're going to go ahead and kick the ult in for an aggressive tool. Oh, dodge off to the side of Jingwei's ult there. Fortunately, she wasn't, fortunately for us, she wasn't that great at hitting that. Now, I will say I was tired of Ganesh ults last night. It seemed like there was a Ganesh one almost every match. And here I just think, I could not believe I just couldn't quite keep him off Dan. Like, Dan, like, you need to kind of pull out sometimes a little quicker. Like, I'm trying to get him off you, but I just can't always keep myself between you and him and, or get that root exactly where I need it. And nope, now the little spiders. And back up. Because, well, he's like, yeah, Mama Arachne not doing so good on these guys, so. Do it. Come on, stick around. Like, literally, stick around. Ooh, hit my flower. Oh, man, now I'm going to be patient. Let him go. And just kill the minions, because I know I can kill the minions here rather quickly still with that Hunter's Blessing. Top myself off health-wise. And get the pressure immediately back on to their tower. And now I'm going to fall back here to a more conservative, get my own purple buff this time. I could have went and got the other purple buff, but that definitely would have been a bit more risky by myself there. Not knowing exactly where everybody was at, but hey, look, we can go ahead and finish up Sovereignty here. And I think, I picked up Teleport. I'm just like, you know what? This is one of those times where I just think I would like to be able to pop around to where I need to be, because it's great for popping back out the lane. It's great for, I need to pop over to left lane or right lane from the other side of the map. Like, yeah, I can do that. So, I don't know. I like the meditation early because it allowed us to keep that early pressure on that we get with this combo, and just taking that extra getting around the map here later in the game, I think is vastly important at this point, especially in Season 5. I've seen a lot of times where it can be kind of hard to finish games, and part of that is because you got people just streaming in, 1-2 guys at a time, and you can't quite get that group up. As we get the double root, I got the elephant over Jingwei, but hey, it's still somebody, and I managed to get a grab, so I was just happy to hit it at this point. I'm learning that, yes, hitting the root first makes hitting the grab a lot easier. But at the same point in time, there's something to be said for grabbing somebody and then pulling them over and rooting them beside you. and you know, getting some nasty stuff out as Dan uses his ult to launch in here for some early aggression. Now they're back down and falling back pretty hard here to the tower because they're both been chunked a little bit. And well, Dan and I, we're pretty healthy at this point, right? Dan's okay. I'm gonna go in here and get our ward out, and ooh, now they're even chunked even better. Excuse me. I missed the root there on the Ganesh though, but we'll get the. Ooh, he's gonna use his ult to save his life there. Not much we can do at that point, unless they want to stick around. Oh, Jingwei does manage to get out there just before Dan's 2 drops off on him. I feel a sneeze coming on, so we'll apologize in advance. I come from a family of multiple sneezers, and it's taken a lot of effort right now to not sneeze. And if I hold it in, it's okay, I cannot sneeze, but if it gets out, it'll probably be a field. So I'm going to excuse myself ahead of time for that. As we get the tower down here, I get the Arachne on me. I know I'm going to get webbed up here in a second. But let's get the meditation out, get the wisp out, get the oh, darn you, Ganesh. Get the root out. Nope, not quite. But hey, again, somehow I'm managing to get through. I'm like, Dan, I'm in full retreat mode. I hope you are too. And yep, there it is. The spiders slow me down just enough to allow Ganesh to get his ult on me, just barely. There is. Oh, just couldn't quite get away on that one. So, what are we going in here next? Are we going in for a Heart Ward? I thought about it. And then, I seen some crit starting to happen down there. And I'm like, yeah, I've already learned this season, if they're building crit, I'm building spectral armor. One game I was just getting chunked around a bit, and I'm like, man, they hurt. And you're like, oh, they built crit. I'm like, all right, let's try this spectral armor out. And then I'm like, oh, much more tankier. much more tankier. I'm like, all right, that's pretty awesome. All right, so we're coming out here, and Dicey was in pretty deep. I'm like, all right, well, we'll do this. I'm like, no, Hachi's back pretty far. Let's just go ahead and farm these guys up here first. Then we'll pick up Red with him. I want to maximize the time he has that, so. And give him the experience here from both camps as well, so we can continue to level, because we're not out leveling the enemy team, that's for sure. We're doing well with our farm and keeping pace on the backside like we should. The solo lane people are definitely out leveling everybody here. Dicey's in at level 18 over there. Poseidon at 16. Yuki, both Kakons just now. The enemy team just turned 18 as well. Both assassins, ours is 15, theirs is 14, and then yeah, Dan and I just hit 15, and Jingwei's 15, and Ganesh is still 14 for the moment. So all right, everyone's kind of on par with everyone, with us having a slight edge with Dicey and Big Ol' Girl, and an even slighter edge over here on our part as I have a level on the Ganesh. Big whoop. Alright, so here we're starting to think about getting ourselves into the Gold Fury. I'm like, are we? Are we not? Oh, like, Dan, you said let's not fight so pushed up in lane, and then ran into the jungle, and I ran in with you, and I'm, like, assuming that we're going to Gold Furies, and, well, this is what happens when you assume. He's dead, and I'm defending the tower from these two guys now. Like, I thought when you said let's not fight pushed up in lane and ran into the jungle towards the Gold Fury, that we were going to go do the Oracles and or the Gold Fury, not run back out to lane. And I'm like, where are you? Like, why are you still in lane, and why are you dying? So, a little bit of miscommunication, and we lose the tower out of it. Just goes to show you how important communication is. Whether it's voice comms or even VGS, use it and use it effectively. Don't overdo it. The whole. I don't know. I'm not a fan of the U-Rock cancel that moments and whatnot. And we all get a little bit salty at times, especially when you're not in verbal communication and you only have VGS. So hey, just try to use it effectively. I'm like, oh, Dicey, they're like all here. They're like all here. So let's throw that all up. Hachi comes in. There's the Kraken, but there goes the double kill, triple kill, quadra kill. And we're like, what just happened? Like, what? Woohoo! Dude, we all just stood there. And even in comms, we were dead silent. Like, what just happened? Matter of fact, what just happened? Let's go soak that one in again. Alright, so Dicey's being all out aggressive and I'm falling down and he's like, no, I'm coming back. I'm like, no, I'm here, I got you, I got the heal. And I'm like, oh wait, they're like all here, Dicey, they're all here. Let's just get bam! And bam! And then boom, 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 boom!
Make it rain, my friend!
Make it rain, my friends, that is a quadra kill! Woohoo! Way to go, Dicey and Dan and Dirtnap's dad. It was just one of those things where we all instinctively, apparently, knew what to do. And it worked out for the best. So high five, it was a 4-man rotation on the what ended up being the 3 of us, and we'll go ahead and take our prizes, the Gold Fury and the Oracles for that one. As well as just a great moment in time where it was just like, yeah, you all thought you had us. Too bad. So sad. Because I thought we were dead. When that all started, I'm like, oh, this ain't going to go well. I'm like, there's 4 of them, there's 2 of us, and Dicey's half health, but he's young, he might be able to heal some up, and it was just one of those things where I'm like, alright, they're all going to come around this way. Let's throw the ult out, throw them up in the air, give us some time to get away. And then I turned around and see Dan coming in. I'm like, cool, maybe I can just turn around. You know, if Dan's coming in with his ult too. And then I turn around just to witness quadra kill. I'm like, I watched it twice here now. I still don't know what happened. Because it was just like, what the heck happened? Oh, that was a great moment. That was so worth every pain last night. We finally got a nice grab there in on the Jingwei, but it was just more of a, well, I can do it type grab. Oh, a nice ult there by Dan. That's chasing off the Arachne, but Dicey in on the backside picks her up there. Let's get the wisp out, make sure that Jingwei doesn't have much to go. Poseidon wastes his Kraken as we all dodge it. Now, where did he go? That was exactly how that went. I was like, oh, he missed that. Now, where is he? Because we'd all like to kill him. Oh. He raced off because, well, that's what Poseidon can do. And didn't back yet. Decides maybe he wants to defend the tower. Dicey thinks it's kind of funny, but we got Jingwei there, so alright. But Hachi's back with me. Let's... Oh, couldn't quite grab her with the root there. She got a little bit more off to the side than I thought she did. Alright, so looking up here, where are things going? We're 0-2 and 7 ourselves, 16 and 15 overall here at the 26-minute mark coming in. We got a 4K gold lead, we got the level lead, but this game is not over by far, that is for sure. As well as it's going for us, we are not establishing a good dominant lead that's going to allow us to just roll in and win the game here. You know, I don't even remember how this game ends, honestly. I'm trying to think back. We played a lot of games here last night, and I'm not sure. But I decided to go Shoguns, because, well, Dan always loves it when I buy that. And, you know, I got that Hunter's Blessing going here, too, and I'm like, oh, you know what? I can upgrade this, and I can pop right out up to where he's at. So let's go ahead and upgrade that. I'm like, Dan, what are you doing? Like, be careful. Like, I'm coming. Like, I'm porting in. And I went to port in, and I seen the Ganesh. I'm like, all right, he got the kill. I'll go in. You know, it was like, I didn't want to just do one of those where we stream in one by one. But, unfortunately, that Ganesh ult is going to take out Dan. You know, I should have just went in early and fended off the Ganesh there, I think, in hindsight. But it was one of those where I'm like, you know, I didn't want to throw my life away to try to save someone whose life I could not save. So, I made the call, and that's what I went with. But when Dan got the kill, I thought, all right, now the odds have been evened up. Even if Ganesh has somebody else there with him, or somebody coming around the other side, we'll be okay. But just not quite gonna do it. And well, every now and then, I guess you gotta let Ganesh get some kills too. He doesn't get to get them that often. I'll leave the red there because, well, there's some stuff going on over here that I felt like I needed to get over to, because we were starting to think about the Pyromancer here, so wanted to get over here so I could be here in time for that. Get the Wisp out here early, keep my guys going. Stay back since they're tanking it. I don't want to take those area effect shots there from him. Keep an eye here out on the mini-map. Don't see anybody else coming in. And then, like, do we want to do... I'm like, oh, we got a Ganesh here. So we're not going to do the Fire Giant, but we're trying to bait him in a little bit. Like, oh, alright, we got the Jingwei over on the other side. Yeah, no, it's not quite this time, but can we get the Jing? Can we get her? Oh, maybe. There it is. Dirtnap damn pulls her down with his ult. And I'm like, alright, well, we'll go ahead and get these guys here. And then I'm like, wait, what's going on behind me? I'm like, well, they got it, right? These guys are almost dead, and I'm like, ooh, Poseidon, come on. Oh, you didn't come this way, you... Not quite there either. But, oh, hey, there's a Cuckoo Lane. We got Poseidon still over here flirting with danger. Like, oh, come on, let's just get that. Like, man, this is just a cluster. Let's get the ult out whenever you get into a cluster like that, right? Get that damage pouring out here. We see Poseidon go down. We see Jingwei go down, but we're down 2 guys ourselves. It's a 3-on-3 right now. We get into the fight there. Beagle Girl picks up another one as Arachne goes down. That's a double kill for her, and these guys are off to the races running away. And I'm like, oh, okay. Where are we going? I thought we were going the other way. But, hey. Where are you going? I don't know where you're going, but apparently you're coming with me. Let's go. Let's get the heal out here on my teammates and see if we can't push this tower a little bit. I'm okay tanking it some. I can do that. Right? A little bit. Oh, there's a great Ganesh ult that I'm, again, so tired of already this match. He was pretty decent with his placements of it, and well, like I said, it wasn't the only Ganesh I seen on the night, and I was just getting tired of it by the end of the night. I'm like, one more Ganesh on the enemy team. Like, seriously. Just need some bans here and get that. But we're in full retreat mode here as Yuki and I are just falling back, trying to stay alive. And then I see a Zhonghui coming in from the side, so I tear in through him, get back out, get the Wisp out, see what we can do here. Dicey turns around. He's going to get in, get it all. Dirtnap Dan showed up to the party. He's going to get a kill as Jingwei goes down. We're going to get the grab on the Ganesh. Get him out of that silence. Get him ulted up into the air. And there he goes down the Dicey. And we pick up 2 there. And we got some pressure here on the Fire Giant now. Let's see if we can take a run at this. Oh, my wards have already fallen over here, and I can't quite pick them up. But let's get the Wisp out there for everybody in the party. It's an all play with that. Alrighty, let's go ahead and back to base here. Finish up some buy. What are we buying here? They picked up the Gold Fury at that point in time. We're like, yeah, no big deal at this point. So let's go ahead and sell that. We're going to go ahead and plop in. So I've been doing Demonic Grip as the replacement for that. Not quite sure that that's what I want to do with it, but I just like the continued attack speed. I like the movement speed that it gives as well. I mean, being able to fly around as Sylvanus is, I don't know, it is, for me, has helped me a lot. That was just a random, readjustment of the controller that caused a momentary throwing of an attack to slow me down. But anyway, we're coming back up here, so I wanted to ward aggressively now at this point, and one of the big spots here is right here. Alright, so I see the team falling back a little bit, and let's ward up here then, keep this side all warded up. I'm like, alright, well, I thought we were going to aggress there, but we'll just hold on a moment. What do we got forming up here? So we kind of got the group fight forming up here in the jungle. The ping on Arachne. Oh, we got a Poseidon here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I feel a knot coming on. If I can get it out in time there. There's the alt, there's the meditation, but I'm going to go down as I kind of ended up in the middle of the whole enemy team there. Like, sometimes that's what happens when these group fights form in the jungle. We're all dancing around trying to get that right position, and then you end up being the tank in the middle of the whole enemy team. And, well, I did what I could. The team's making some headway for it here. But in the end, we lost that exchange. We're down 3, they're down 2, we're down 4 now, and Yuki, it's time to just go ahead and retreat, unfortunately. So let's go ahead and speed up here a little bit. We don't need to watch Yuki back farm here. Whoa, alright, coming back out to the fight. They're pressing here for our mid tower. There's the Ganesh ult that we all knew was coming, because while I was trying to fast forward past it. Grab the root there on the Kukulane, get the wisp out on him, just to get that extra damage, but just slightly ahead on my timing on the root, or the grab. Oh, it would have been nice to pull him back into the tower there. So we got Yuki up ahead of us. I'm looking for the root here, just to kind of get the right angle. No, I didn't think I had it there, but I felt like I was just not going to quite get him. There's the Kraken by beside. Let's try to zone him off a little bit here, there, and allow my team to focus there on the Kukulane. But he does get away, although the Jingwei and Ganesh are recently dead there. Didn't quite catch what happened there. I was focused on that Poseidon there, but hey, we got an opportunity here just to go ahead and drop this tower. So let's go ahead and do so we can press up here into enemy territory. So again, my ward's dropping off. Like, okay, where? Oh, he is just coming this way. Okay, all right. Kind of felt like he was going to pull up there, but not quite. Oh, but we'll go ahead and grab him there. I wanted the Poseidon, but we get the Kukulane instead there. Still getting some. It's hard for me to damage him at this point. I don't have much for penetration. Again, went more of the tanky route. Don't even have demonic grip up and running that I can get some pen out of that. All right, so we got the fight brewing here in the jungle, but we got the Kukulanes over here. And I'm just like, I don't know where I should be here, but I feel like we need to stick together. So let's pop over to middle lane with everybody. Yep, Ganesh came over with us. Or no, Kukulane was still over. So he's still in there, and Jingwei just missed her ult again. I think she did. Alright, so anyway, we're falling back a little bit here. We felt like we could fall back to the fire giant area here. He's getting ready to spawn. And it would be a good time for us to just grab some of their farm here. Am I going to set some wards up, right? Right? Some point here, maybe? Yep, right about there. Come out over here. I'm like, alright, we got the Ganesh looking already. And the Jingwei. So just kind of go over here and try to push her away a little bit. Allow them to finish up that Pyromancer as the fire giant comes in as a fireball out of the sky. Which I gotta admit, I like that. It's cool, alright? I've seen it from different parts on the map, and every time I've seen it, it's like, alright, that is kind of cool. So again here, we know that we're not quite looking to do the fire giant, but rather just kind of press the fight here a little bit. And, well, unfortunately, we did just decide to go for it, so try to get the ult out there, knocking people around, and this is not in a good spot here. Not looking good, and it is not good as the enemy team takes out the fire giant. I was like, I didn't really think we were going to go hard for it, and then we did, and just couldn't quite pull it off there. Get Yuki out of dodge here, and I know Zhong's in a little bit of trouble as the team's falling over here, so let's try to see if we can get it. Nope, they all kind of fan back in, and now I'm like, ooh, they're all there. I should probably fall back. Yeah, just a little bit. Let's go ahead. I know they're behind me. Try to get the wiggle one. Try to get out of the whirlpool. Uh-oh, there's... hey, Poseidon, help me a little bit there. I don't know if I can quite get anywhere, and at this point I'm just like, you know what? Just pull them away, because I'm not getting anywhere. Thought maybe I could start a jungle, Benny Hill thing where I'm just running there, right? Just get running through the jungle, maybe peel some people off and just, distract a few people for a little bit. But unfortunately, that's not what happened. And they're going to take that that advantage and run it right into the Titan, and down he goes. So it was a great match. It was back and forth a lot. There was good moments on both sides for both teams, but in the end, Team Dirtnap walks away with the defeat. But hey, it happens. Like I said, at the end of that game, we were all like, that was a fun game. I mean, we were up against some good players. The other Kukulane was like a multi-star Kukulane, 7-0 out there. Here's your final stats. Again, it was just a good, solid game all around. But we just couldn't quite overcome the other Kukulane. Like he was a good anchor for their team and brought them to victory. He was a good player. Even messaged Yuki afterwards, and they were chatting for a little bit. About because I think Yuki was rank 1 or so with Kukulane and going up against rank 10 with multiple stars. So it was a great game. I had a lot of fun. The quadra kill for Dicey again was just one of those moments where we're all dead. I mean, they're all dead. Yeah. High five, guys. High five, Dicey. High five, Dan. High five, Yuki. High five, Bagel Girl. It was great fun. Lots of fun last night. Had a good time. For those of you who have stuck around this far, hey, you should hit that subscribe button by now, right? If you stuck around this far, you're going to stick around for some more other great videos down the road here. Hit the little bell for notifications. Leave me some comment love down below. What do you do with Sylvanus? What are some things that we might have been able to do differently there to pull that game out? Your commentary is always greatly appreciated. I take it all in, and it helps me. It really has. Even times where I may bicker back and forth with some people, whether it's in the comments here or on social media, going back and forth with a few people, and in the end, it's made me a better player, and I was very, very, very appreciative for it. Even though at the time I wasn't quite sure what they were saying, but as I got into it, I'm like, oh, I understand now. Okay, high five. Let's ratchet our game up a little bit. So thanks to those that have commented before and communicated about these games. Also, head over to Twitch, add the underscore PS4 to the end of my name, and hit me up with a follow over there. We'll be doing some more with that here. Is again, still just making sure that the computer is going to be able to handle it. Had to clean her up, but I think with the amount of dirt that we pulled out of it after 4 years old, she's got some life left in her here as we start to think about upgrading, but no, not quite ready there yet. So, hey folks, my last tip of the day for you. You all know what it is. When it comes to dirt naps, you got to give them before you take them. Peace out, folks.